Yeah.
There's two boops.
Tomob. And
There are
then a
two
third
boops.
boop.
Oh.
Oh fuck, where is it? Four boops!
Four
All of
boops.
the boops. And today we're
There's
just gonna
one.
listen to the Hakuoki openings.
Okay.
Because that's just what I feel like today. No bad apple prediction today.
Damn.
Oh, I love that so much. It's so cute.
I listened to Bad Apple earlier anyway. Like 3 times.
I was gonna put the iTunes playlist on, but then I wanted Hakuoki openings, and Bad Apple appeared.
Oh man, we should have done a prediction. We would have all said no and been wrong.
Never on, I continue circling with nothing but my hate.
It shall never end.
Shall never end.
It shall never end, because I curse myself making that the ending song for Times of Fates.
It never ends. Anyway, Marissa's drinking with the fairies, and Reimu doesn't like that.
Oh no.
She goes up and says, "Why are you drinking with the fairies?" That's not what Marissa was doing. God.
Morris.
Reimu is a complete dumbass sometimes. I love that about her.
Oh, you're fused together. That's not correct.
Me when my science experiment goes wrong.
Me when I. I've written so much Hijimiko that it's stupid.
Oh my god.
I love Hijimiko. I've even written Hijimiko spicy bullshit.
Spicy.
I've written them banging. I've written them banging at least twice. Possibly. At least twice. Considering the metric, and that's nothing compared to the metric fuck ton of Fire Emblem Fates porn I've written, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
I've written a lot of Fire Emblem Fates boning and all of them Sander.
I've written a good bit of Fire Emblem way back in the day. But
I have. Let's see what I have.
I only have the runaway one shot that I shall only post if we do a goal. That's it.
Emphasis on what was the one with Almond, Celica, and all of them?
Echoes?
Echoes.
That was the one I primarily wrote for.
Ah. God, we need another Echoes.
Echo, no.
Echoes was
Yeah,
good.
the first one's. I'm just kidding.
Echo.
No, Echo was my cat.
Kitty.
Yeah, she was the funny cat that didn't meow. She went. It was kind of
Let's
funny.
see.
Always sounded like she was her name.
I have 15 Fire Emblem Fates fics underneath the Sud Norian scum.
Really? Really?
Yes. My Sud on AO3 for Fire Emblem Fates is Norian scum.
Oh my god, why?
Because I post all my different fandoms underneath different sub-suds of my original Order of Revan, so all my fics for different fandoms show up underneath different pseudonyms. I just like doing it that way. That way it just helps for organizational memory for me. I wrote Coriander and Rio marks, and that's all that I wrote.
To make this kid look so.
And I know people think Coriander is problematic, but my dude, all of Fire Emblem Fates is problematic. I just can't get over it.
Yeah, it is. Jesus.
I love it. It's my ugly child.
Ugh.
It's horrible. It's so horrible.
It's just it's perfectly fine.
Okay, so there's that. Winter's Thaw. That's just real marks. Then...
Is this Reime? I think it's Reime. Yeah, it's Reime, I think.
Reime?
I thought you asked if it was raining.
No.
Okay.
No.
I can. Where the fuck is it?
Armor. Oh, right. I wrote. I tagged something as war table sex. Oh my god.
Wait, no, it's not. It's not Reime. Rain, what's wrong with you?
That be able to have
No, it's the PSP opening.
Right.
That's what it is.
Oh, yes.
You're silly. Okay, you can say so. She's so...
Organized crime AU.
What?
Oh, Sopranos.
Okay. This fic is a real Marks fic, and it's tagged as Mark/Xander Ryoma and background Takumi. Takumi's there, but he's just in the background. And then organized crime AU and modern AU.
The fuck?
Anyway.
Takumi's just fucking chilling.
No, they're at a nightclub. I can tell you exactly what this is.
Oh my god.
Xander is an undercover cop who goes to a nightclub. And Ryoma doesn't actually know anything about the drugs because he's left the mob, but he pretends he does because he wants Xander to fuck him.
Oh,
Jesus.
That's like me, like 2 X's ago.
Oh my god.
And then that one has a sequel that's tagged as elevator sex and no orgasm.
What?
Yes. I'm just gonna look at all my explicit fics, and I'm going to go look at my own explicit fics and see what the fuck all my tags for my explicit fics are.
Please.
I've written 5 general audience fics, 15 explicit, 15 mature, and 24 for teen and up. Okay, let's see here. Let's look at all 15 of my explicit fics. The first explicit fic I ever published on this account was under Norian Scum, and it's tagged, "I'm so sorry, like I swear to God, I never write explicit stuff. Look what you guys made me do. Xander is something special." And then the next one is tagged as both skinny dipping and character study. Then there's war table sex. I'm just looking for anything interesting.
Oh, it's her.
And then background Takumi.
My wife has arrived.
Your waifu?
Acacia. The one from hell, and her shirt says "Welcome Hell" instead of "Welcome to Hell."
That's adorable.
The first fan disc opening.
Freeform, drinking, politics.
Freeform politics.
Yes, freeform. Drinking and politics on a porn fic. That I don't think I ever got to the porn in. I have 16,000 words of not porn in 2 chapters. I never finished it.
Honestly, when I've written NSFW, I get way into the story and end up dedicating like 20 pages of, and then like a minute of something hot happening. Like
I don't think I could do it.
It takes.
The funniest thing is sexual. But I've been told I'm really good at it. I had a girlfriend that really liked when I wrote it, so.
See, I'm definitely aloe, but might be a spec in terms of the romantic aspect of it. The very first non-Fire Emblem porn I wrote is Hakuoki, and it's Hijiji. And I wrote it in 2018. I just want you to think about that.
Huh.
2000.
It has 23 comments. I'm
Huh.
surprised. The Hakuoki fandom never comments on anything.
I want comments.
What's the most recent comment on the fucking thing? Besides that one. It was November 2023.
Oh.
Someone called Buzz is like, I love this so much. I saw that you're writing a long fic. Everyone wants. They're like, please let me edit your stuff. You're so good. And then I have an Ikimen Sengoko Tokyo Kakeru Koi. I fucking hate.
Oh.
I fucking hate that. The company that made that game. It's taken as trans male characters and original male characters. And Date Masamune briefly mentioned.
I love this series because, like, world-breaking goddesses will just walk in casually and hang out with the cast unprovoked.
Very fun. Then there's Secrets Best Kept, which I published in 2020. It's Hijikata / original female characters. It's the very first Hamamura Mikoto fic, and it's actually an AU.
Huh.
Yeah, it's for my. Okay, here I'm gonna read some of the tags on this. Hijikata Toshizo, Harada Sanosuke, original female characters, very Shinsengumi captains, Hamamura Mikoto, and then alternate universe prostitution. It was a very weird AU that I came up with a and then there's the next one, which is also Hijimiko, which I published in July. And that one doesn't really have any weird tags. But it's tagged as POV male character, so I guess I wrote it from Hijikata's point of view. And also as Hurt Comfort. And then the Real Marks fic, that's 3 chapters long, that I wanted to finish, that I published in July of last year, and it's tagged as Human Experimentation, Ultimate Universe, Modern Setting, roughly inspired by The Shape of Water, Attempted Murder, Patricide, and Tentacle Sex.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
I am now just enjoying looking at all of my very weird tags. I just kind of want to look at all my tags now. So let's go for my 5 general audience fics and see if I have any weird tags for that.
Fucking song are we on
The-
now?
The first one is a Thrawn and Eli Vanto fic from the first Thrawn novel that was written in 2017 for the new canon verse. The weirdest tag on it is explaining the cloak and sunglasses. Nothing there. Then an Ace Attorney fic. Nothing weird there. Then a Xander fic, which is a kid fic. And then a Utano Prince Sama fic.
so cute.
So no, nothing really weird there. Let's see now.
We're on the DS opening now. Why is
Yeah.
Keaton on everything?
Anyone else's?
We're gonna go with my T-rated fics. The first one is Revenge and Malice, which I published in 2016. That's crazy.
Huh.
Nothing weird there. That's a Star Wars fic. Nothing weird there. I don't expect any of my Star Wars stuff to have weird tags. And it really doesn't. I tagged one of these as just alternate universe gender changes, followed by the fourth. Nothing right there.
Oh, no.
Are you okay?
I can't handle silly stuff. One Piece just jumped off the building saying yay. Oh, she said K because she was saying okay.
Okay.
And then jumped off the building with this big happy face.
Oh god.
Goofy animal.
Fight for that one I like, and everybody always wants me to write more on that one. And the stars whisper their laments. That one's Obi-Wan Satine, and then Star Wars Legends: Knights of the Old Republic. Published 31st of July 2017. Oof. Oof. 233 comments, 20,076 hits, 312 kudos, 59 bookmarks, 41 chapters, 200,039, 322 words. Will I ever top that? Probably, with I'll no Monogatari.
Do it.
That doesn't have any weird tags. The War of Hearts doesn't have any weird tags. I'm not expecting any of my T stuff to have weird tags, because it's all T-rated.
Oh, it's gonna take a while to get to Raimi. Okay. Fine, give me the mini game opening.
Oh my god, the very first Hakuoki fic I ever published is tagged as, and I keep in mind that I wrote this in 2018, and it's tagged as Once More I Write for a Nearly Dead fic. Nothing has changed.
We're gonna change it, damn it!
We're gonna bring it back, bitch.
That is my goal. That is my goal. Honestly, it's been my goal since I did the Style Savvy one, because that one was like kind of dead.
Oh, this fic is fucking miserable. I love it so much. Oh, this one is so good. It made me cry while I was writing it.
Oh god, I've had those moments.
The summary of it is Hijikata makes the choice to leave Mikoto behind.
Oh.
You know what it is.
Oh.
You know what it is, don't you? You know exactly what he's doing.
Mm.
And it's just tagged with Hijikata Toshizo and Shimada Kai.
Oh god.
Who deserves to be tagged in things more often.
Yes!
Oh, is this the one where I talk about how he's like, about like what she smells like to him? I think it is. This one is really sad. Yeah, it starts with him reminiscing on when he's recovering from Kazama beating the shit out of him
No.
with the demon killing sword. Um When he'd first woke, she'd been the one there wiping the sweat off his forehead and chest, the one feeding him, the one cleaning and rebandaging all his wounds. She was his link to life, the first and only thing he saw every time he woke. Her presence what motivated him to keep breathing when the black behind his eyes grew inviting. From those early days, all he could really remember is that she'd smell good and that her hands were always cool on his fevered skin. Her voice was the most wonderful thing he'd ever heard, the timbre of it comforting beyond the screaming pain that greeted him every time he so much as twitched a finger. He wanted nothing more than for her to be there, to place his head in her lap, and for her to read to him from her book. Stories about their friends, things he'd forgotten the details of until she brought them back. Their faces and voices bursting through his weary mind as vague shapes and colors and strong scents or sounds. She'd never know that it was her who'd called him back, but that was because he'd never be able to articulate it. Even right now, she was sitting in the room with him at the desk, poring over what looked to be stacks of notes she'd taken over the years she'd spent with the Shinzengumi. Her hair was gathered up on top of her head in a short top knot, still much longer than when that bastard Oni had sheared it all off. Of course, Hijikata wasn't sure he'd be able to hold much against Kazuma anymore. He'd taken the Ochimizu to beat Kazuma and uphold his own honor, and Kazama had gotten his family's ancestral blade to defend his own. There wasn't much of a difference between them anymore. And then he's like, fuck, have I ever thanked her for all the shit she's put up with? Why is he stupid? Don't answer it.
Great question.
I know why he's stupid. It's the horrors. The horrors in my dumb.
No.
But you might owe Tori-san an apology for almost getting yourself killed when he asked to be able to rely on you. Yeah, you do. Apologize to Tori-san.
Apologize to my boy. Oh, now I'm gonna be picking out colors. I don't know what the fuck to put her in.
Oh, but he's like, I do owe you an apology. And then she's like, even if you owe me one, I don't want it. Then he changes the subject because he's stupid. So how's it going? I remember you telling me you're actually writing the damn thing now. You remember that? She asked, then laughed at him. You just kept wanting something about how good I smelled and how you wanted me to feed you. He got his face and then felt his face burning and decided it was best to stare at the papers on the desk instead of at her. Had he really said that shit out loud? Had he actually talked to her? Told her he liked the way she smelled? Damn it. And then she just laughs at him. This is what I have. I'm up through the Hamaguri Gate incident. I'm having trouble figuring out how to write all of this while omitting Chizuru, the Furies, and anything to do with the Oni. They're a bigger part of it than I thought at first.
God damn it.
Oh wow, this is fucking miserable. Why did I do this? You've always thought too much of me, he said with a small smile, tracing the long, dried ink with his fingertips. I just do what has to be done to make it to the top. That's all I've ever done. And you don't understand that the very same thing makes you remarkable. Hamamura moved closer to him, their shoulders touching, and looked up into his face, her hand touching his jaw where he'd grown just a bit of stubble. These brave and incredible things that would take other people real thought to accomplish are things you do without thinking. You've never had to aspire to be more of a samurai than the samurai. You just always were. Their eyes locked and he found himself lost in them. Her faith in him reflected clearly back for him to see. He'd seen that look before in Yamazaki's eyes, or Gen-san's, and in Kondo-san's eyes, but he'd never really taken to it heart like he did with her. Maybe because he'd never stopped to think about what they might see in him. Hijikata had only ever worked to protect them, had lived to see their dreams come to fruition, and had given everything to that cause, but he never once stopped to really think about how they felt about it. And now it was too late. All they could do was feel sorry he hadn't stopped to talk things over and grieve them while doing everything he could to keep Hamamura, at least, alive. Not just for his sake, but for the sake of the Shinsengumi. She was their living memory, and the papers in his hand proved that. And then he calls her something else, which is what he calls people when he likes them. You're something else. What is the something else that they are, that the people you like are? You're probably crazy, Hamamura, sticking with me as long as you have. I'm definitely crazy, but it's led me to you, so I don't think I can complain. And you have strange tastes. Most women like me for my looks, not my sparkling personality. So I can't like both? They're so bad at flirting with each other. Stop it. Tried to fight the compulsion to write letters to the front in my absence. I doubt they could read your handwriting anyway. Shut up. Cute. And then they talk about building a cairn for Kondo on a hill to memorialize him. Oh my god, he's stupid. I'm so good at writing him, but he's such a fucking idiot. I want to toss him in a blender. Not really. I'm gonna squeeze his face until he gets that he's dumb. I'll help you, Hamamura said quietly from the side, her voice wavering with the weight of her own emotions, even if I have to build it with my own hands. He reached her to place a hand on her shoulder, squeezing, and found being so close to her comforted him in spite of everything. He'd lost Kondo would never see him again, unless Hijikata had a hope of ending up in the same place as him when he finally bit it. But she was still here. She loved him, didn't she? Really loved him? It wasn't some kind of fleeting attraction, but a real devotion, something that he'd be hard-pressed to dissuade her of. There was no more simple admiration, but something that bound them together until he couldn't imagine a life without her at his side. Maybe he'd been meant to meet her the same way he'd always thought he was meant to meet Kondo. The same way he knew he'd been born to be a samurai in a world he didn't believe he ever could be. They were like his left and right arms, and he'd already lost one of them. You're sure about this, right? That this is what you want? He asked her, staring at the tips of his tabi instead of meeting her eyes. There isn't somewhere you'd rather be? Hamamura sighed heavily and tugged at his sleeve, forcing him to lift his head to meet her eyes. The way she looked at him made his chest tight, filled him with this urge to take her hand and lead her back to the inn where they could be alone. It made him think of the times he'd been close to her, when she'd let him drink her blood. For a while, he could entertain the idea of a world where it was just the two of them, a world after the Shinsengumi. But in truth, he knew it was impossible for that to exist. In the face of her writing, he'd been forced to confront that his story and that of the Shinsengumi were one and the same. When it ended, so did his significance and the meaning to his life. There was nothing beyond that for him. For her, there might be so many more stories for her to tell. He couldn't. He couldn't. That's all there was to it. This is what I want, she affirmed. From the moment I saw you, when I was still a serving woman, which is a plot that no longer exists, then she's like, there's nowhere else in the world I would rather be than at your side. He believed her. There was absolutely no way he could not, given all the evidence. He loved him and would follow him to the ends of the earth, no matter where that was. Hamamura Makoto would follow him into death. And that was the one thing he absolutely could not allow. After all, the world would be a worse place without her in it. One way or another, he'd find a way to make her stay behind when the time came. Hijikata would see that she lived on, so that the very best parts of what they had been could greet the new and uncertain future, where the samurai were no longer needed. He's stupid. I'm sorry this turned into story time.
It's fine. I like story time.
Well, if you like it, it's fine. I don't want to monopolize shit. I just feel weird because I just realized I started doing it again, and it wasn't my intention.
It's fine. I'm just drawing.
You're drawing.
I'm drawing.
Aw, she's so pretty there. I like her earrings.
Yay, thank you. Don't know what color.
Her and Yamazaki. Her and Yamazaki are so cute. I need to do Hijimiko. Fine. Fuck off. It's not gonna let me until I do this.
What? Thank you.
Yay! Go
Yay!
me! I've been subscribed
wait a
for
second.
6 months.
Wait a second. Give me a letter. I gotta go find the file. Where's the file?
Oh god. There's the file. I already have like 3 characters on there.
Where's the file? It is buried. It's buried somewhere.
You'll find it. I believe in you.
Where's the file? That's the file! Welp.
Look at them all.
What letter?
Y for Yamazaki.
Oh god! Okay, oh Jesus. Also, I don't know why Ryoma's here. I don't know why I have Ryoma here.
Ryoma is just sitting next to Heisuke. Look at him. Yeah, that's him. He's next to Heisuke right there. That's so weird. Why is he there?
I don't know anymore.
Boat fucker, what's going on with you?
Chibi.
Chibi Susumu.
Chibi Susumu.
Susumu. Depression and PTSD. What is this one? I can't remember what this one is.
Will I ever remember Yamazaki's hair? Never.
Oh, it's the one where Makoto punches him. Oh. What color is Yamazaki's hair? Brown.
I
and
know.
his hair is spiky.
His hair is... I slightly got used to his hair, kind of, sort of. So I will never be able to draw as Nagakura and Nomura.
Well, yeah, their hair is really... Spiky hair is hard to draw. I like longer hair. It's easier to draw. Saito's hair is easiest for me to draw out of everyone. It's so fluffy.
Floof.
It's very fluffy.
Very floof.
I really should have tagged this as Hichikata gets punched because he does get punched in the one I just looked at. I always liked in the anime how when he's having his weird fury seizures, he like hallucinates things.
Oh.
Cool.
I remember that.
I thought that was a neat detail. And then I wrote a poem for Hijikata.
Oh.
I think it's a villanelle.
Susumu.
Susumu!
Susumu.
He's so cute.
He.
It's a Susumu.
He's tiny because I zoomed in too much, but oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well, more room.
More room. He's so little. Getting a grip.
Da-da-da.
Miburo Shigumi era. The itch.
Where's the... There it is.
Blood and water. That one is a...
I forgot
what?
where this is from. I know
Aw.
what route this is.
Aw. I feel so bad for her. Her hair's so long.
Yeah, long. Very long.
Yeah, you just need to draw more of her and Susumu together until Midget gets it through his head that they're canon.
I think it is hard as Haruka and Harada. I don't blame him.
In his heart, that's who it is. But it's Susumu and Haruka. Yes, exactly.
I think every day for me, it's second place just flips between Harada and Soji.
Well, it's fine. If I ever paired Mikoto with anyone else... Honestly, I can kind of see her with Ryoma, but they would have a very different dynamic than her and Hijikata do. And... if I had to pick a non-canon person who's also an Oni, I would probably pick... Shiranui. But if I had to pick another... Huh?
Fair.
Fair. I mean, yeah. She would kill Kazama before she kissed him. Okay.
Haruka would only pick Kazuma in a correct situation. Which would never happen. That's a what-if story for another fucking day.
And if I had to pick another Shinsengumi member, because the two people I just said weren't Shinsengumi members. If I had to pick another Shinsengumi member... it's a toss-up between Sanan and Saito, I think. Which isn't surprising. I just love that earring design. It's so good.
Clip. Don't freeze on me. Don't do that. That's not fun.
Oh my god, that's my Transformers fix. I forgot those were rated T.
Is this the second mini game opening? Let's go see.
We love the mini games.
If I can figure out which one it is. Number 10.
I know.
Oh, it's the DS version. The DS version
You
of the
could
first
probably
minigame.
tell by the sound songs, I guess. But I
It is minigame game song sounding. I just didn't know which one it was because there's like 3 of them.
That's true, there are. He knew she'd absolutely never forgive him for breaking her heart this way. He chose to remember her as she was now. Running his hand through his hair, his eyes fell on his old kimono and the few things he'd brought with him from Kyo. There wasn't much. But, taking a breath, he picked up the pipe and the book and then made his decision. Oh my god, I forgot that he left her with his poetry book. I hate him.
Oh god.
That's so romantic and depressing. What a bitch. I think I'm gonna have to keep that detail. That's such a good detail.
Yeah.
She wakes up and he's gone, and it's just his old kimono is draped over her, and she has his poetry book tucked by her head on the pillow, and she's just like, oh god, he left. Oh no, he fucking left.
He's gone.
I'm gonna kill him. But I hope the Sancho don't get to him first, because if they do, I'll drag him back from the dead and kill him again. She deserved more than just memory. She would need physical evidence that he existed. When they probably would bury him in an unmarked grave. He doubted anyone would claim his body. Sure facts, things that actually happened.
I had to be on mute. I was laughing too hard this past hour.
I'm glad you're having fun because I am not. I'm reading my own writing and getting very mad at something that I wrote.
I know how that is. I get angry at my old writings too, especially from ones where I thought I was better.
Oh, it's not the quality of my writing I'm getting mad at. It's better than I remembered it being. It's just, I'm getting mad at the character for being a dumb bitch.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Reaching under, he touched her face one last time, cupping her jaw before finally pulling away. Goodbye, he muttered, shrugging it into his jacket and tucking his pocket watch into his coat after checking the time.
Oh, the pocket watch.
Yep. He walked towards his inevitable death. By the time he reached the ship, he felt nothing about the situation. Numbness. It was as if he'd left a part of himself behind with her, and in a way he had, hadn't he? She had held the last part of his heart that still had the capacity to think about the future beyond tomorrow. But he didn't need that part of him. All he needed was the ability to make it one day at a time for the sake of the Shinsengumi that he and Kondo had created together. For the sake of their friends, living and dead, and every man who had ever given his life to the Shinsengumi. He boarded, unable to go below deck just yet, gripping the railing as he looked back out at the world he was leaving behind. The sea breeze tickled his nose and stirred his hair, his eyes closing as he took in the rocking sensation and let the last of his regrets drift away with the wind. There was no point in feeling sorry anymore. Hijikata Kyokocho? He opened up his eyes at the sound of Shimada's familiar voice, turning his head. Where is Hamamura-kun? He took a breath and offered Shimada a shaky smile. She's staying behind. Got her finish her novel, you know. We can't keep holding her back for the rest of her life. Shimada did not look convinced, but he said nothing, sparing Hijikata an interrogation. Heisuke and Sanan-san wouldn't have, he thought with a small smile. They would have made comments about it, the both of them. Saito would have looked at him disapprovingly, and Soji would never have shut the fuck up and mocked him relentlessly. And Kondo-san. There was no way Kondo-san would have ever let him get away with this. But it was for the best, because her living meant their story would live on with her. Someone would go on and survive to tell the story of how they lived and died. And we owed it to them, to her, to see that it reached the ears of the people who would go on their whole lives being told the samurai were tyrants. Someone needed to let them know what the warrior spirit was worth, and that the Shinsengumi had stood for it until the very end, both by writing about it and modeling it for them to see. Let the men know I've arrived, Hijikata told Shimada, then tapped the insignia pinned to his arm. Makoto scrawled across the paper, and make sure they're marked clearly. We want to set an example for the other soldiers will meet after all. He smiled at Shimada, turning to lean against the railing as a chuckle pushed past his lips, finally putting Hamamura behind him. We're warriors. Gotta make sure they know exactly where to look to find us. He's a sad sack, man. What a bitch. Oh, and this is the one where Makoto spits at Kazama.
Oh! Yay.
I'll find that passage just to read her spitting on him for you. I should have figured when I detected the scent of overwhelming failure. Oh, thanks, Kazama, you bitch.
God.
Are you a woman? So the Shinsengumi is a kept woman amongst their midst, do they? And one who runs around so brazenly? Did I make Kazama sexist? Yes. Do I care? No, because he kind of is in canon.
Yeah!
I mean, he's not. Shinsengumi, Chad feminists. Kazama. Not.
Not, just not.
Oh, she actually uses her wakizashi in one of the ways people use wakizashi, and she throws it at Kazama. I love writing people throwing their wakizashi, it's so... Hatred boiled in her stomach, her entire body tensing as she stared at her funky companion. He'd been so kind, among the kindest of the Shinsengumi since the very beginning, like an older brother or uncle to everyone there. And now he's a victim of Kazuma Chikage, and for what? Biting her lip to drive away her tears, it was only when she tasted blood that she felt she had finally regained the ability to speak. Are you happy now, you bastard? Makoto said, voice swath with fury as she jabbed the tip of her blade in his direction. Or won't you be satisfied until the ground is blanketed in blue and white? And he calls them worthless, and she gets pissed off.
Reasonable response. It's Kazuma.
Yeah. Worthless? The world hissed between her teeth like a threat, her grip on her sword tightening. You're the worthless one, you son of a bitch! Amusement flickered across his face. Yeah, this is why she and Hijikata get together, because they do this! Amusement flickered across his face, reflected deep in vibrant red eyes, blocking the first blow she leveled at him as if shooing away a pesky insect. She brought her weapon down again on him again and again, knowing that she would only succeed in wearing herself out, but unable to stop herself as her feelings spiraled out of control. And yet he never gave her the dignity of treating her like a real warrior, refusing to take her as a threat, the damn smile widening with every single second that passed. Only when her clothing was clinging to her from sweat and her attacks began to flag, he finally knocked her weapon out of her hand, his blow hard enough that she could feel the bones in her hand shudder on impact. Still grinning like the Oni he was, his pointed teeth glinting in the orange light of the fading sun, he grasped her wrist and tugged her closer so that they were practically nose to nose. Worthless, am I? He asked her. You're a mouthy little human, I'll give you that, but it won't save you from the fate you're sure to share if you don't remember your place. And what place is that? She asked, only for her voice to be silenced by a cry of pain as he tugged her upwards, suspending her over his head with a single arm. She could have sworn she heard a pop. You're a woman, he said with a sneer. You never should have come into my sight. And yet here you are, prancing about as if you're one of these men. You wish to avoid death? You should return to whatever hovel you crawled your way out of and keep your nose out of those things which do not concern you. I'm really good at writing Kazam.
Yep.
I feel like I should be concerned. I'm really good at writing Kazama. There's... Someone should hire me to write his lines. Oh my god.
Oh god.
Tears of pain streaming down her face, Makoto found that she had no ability to respond to him eloquently and decided on the next best thing. Taking a deep breath, she gathered as much saliva in her mouth as she could before spitting squarely in his face. Fuck off, she said through clenched teeth, though it came out as a wheeze of pain. Yay! Go Mikoto!
Yay!
Visceral rage shuddered through him as he dropped her in an unceremonious pile, wiping his face with the sleeve of his kimono. Using the temporary distraction, she tried to crawl away using her good arm by dragging herself through the dirt. But he stopped her in her tracks when he seized her hair and tugged her head back, exposing her neck. The glinting tip of his blade pressed the skin there, and she braced herself to die, but at the last moment he seemed to reconsider. Leaning over her, his blade moved away from her neck as he shoved her face down and seized her top knot, sending a spike of visceral terror through her stomach when she realized what was about to happen. The sound of the sobbing women repeated in her head, but she held back in hysterics of her own. Brought back to the night, Hijikata had cut the geisha's hair to prevent Serizawa from killing them. Refusing to give this bastard the satisfaction of seeing her broken, she kept her eyes focused on the ground in front of her, and on keeping her breathing even. But all the preparation in the world could not help her withstand what she felt the moment she heard the blade slice through her hair, head growing lighter as the bastard only severed her last connection to her womanhood. Unable to choke back a sob, it was all she could do not to lash out at him again as she tried to maintain whatever composure she had left. After all, he still hovered at her back. Her long, dark ponytail was cast to the ground before her, the Oni's voice whispering in her ear with smug satisfaction that made her hate him even more than she already did. Never forget that an Oni can take everything that matters from you, worthless woman. Snapping her head upward, she stared at him with as much venom as she could manage and grit her teeth, the image of Gensong clawing at his face replaying in her mind. She was prepared to do whatever it took to make him suffer the way he'd made the entire Shinsengumi suffer, even wounded and disgraced. He killed so many and mocked their deaths, and there was no way in hell she could stand to see him go unpunished for that. But before she could retort, another voice sounded from the top of the hill. Touch her again, Hijikata Toshizo thundered, and I'll cut your fucking head off. 10 out of 10. Round of applause for Hijikata.
Yay! He has arrived.
Aww. He has arrived. Aw, Yamazaki's expression is so sweet. Susumu.
Susumu.
Good old Susumu.
Yes.
Why must you swine insist upon throwing your lives away? Throwing our lives away? How dare you say those men threw away their lives? Behold, mortal man, in trembling gratitude, the moment you set your eyes upon an Oni's true form shall be the moment of your death. God damn. I just think if anybody puts Kazama in anything they write, they should have to come to me first to see if the lines are good enough.
I did with you!
Like, holy shit! What was I on when I wrote this? It's like I ate part of Kazama and, like, spit it his words out onto the page directly. Oh my god. Oni's laugh rolled across the hills, Hijikata's furious cursing echoing through the trees in response. Hijikata's stamina flagging with each step. Finding the place where her sword had fallen, in spite of knowing she could do nothing with one arm, she knew she had to help save him, that if he died here, the Shinsengumi would be doomed to fall. because without him there was practically no Shinsengumi at all, especially not with Kondo-san out of commission in Osaka. No one could take his place. She reached out, grasping her blade with her non-dominant arm and pushing herself slowly into a standing position. Legs shaking, eyes blurred a bit with the new pain that surged through her arm, limped from the shoulder, she nonetheless charged at the Oni with a battle cry. Knocked aside without any preamble, she skinned her legs and arms as her clothing was pushed away, up and away from her skin in the fall. Hissing, she watched as the exhausted Hijikata swayed on his feet but nonetheless moved to attack Kazama again. This time his grasp on his blade was so tenuous that it went blind from his hand, leaving him standing with the tip of Kazama's blade pressed to his jugular. Kazama's smile did not waver as he kicked Hijikata to the ground, but Kota watching as her vice chief landed on his back and just as quickly rolled over onto his feet. He grasped for Izumi no Kami, finding it, and struggling back to his feet only for Kazama to lash out, drawing first blood as his blade grazed Hijikata's shoulder. Something from the weight of the strike, Hijikata was easy prey for another hit as Kazama simply appeared behind his back. The blow came down as if from heaven, sending Hijikata back to his knees with ease, throwing a shout of pain and rage that came from deep within his chest. His fingers dug into the dirt, dark eyes swimming with thoughts that she could only begin to guess at. His mind seemingly made up after a moment. Taking a handful of dirt and rocks. Yes! Did I have him throw rocks at Kazama? Yes!
Yes!
Please, everyone reference Hijikata's line where he's like, just throw rocks at people. I love that. I love that in the Reime anime when Ibuki throws the thing at the Fury and then Hijikata finds out what happened and he just walks up to Ibuki and he's like, you're a moron. Good job.
Gray. Gray, how are you talking about Reime when the Reime DS opening is playing? How did you do this?
I have, it's my power. My power, I'm amazing.
You summoned Reime.
I summoned Reime, I did. I love Reime. It's so underrated. I once heard I once had a conversation with someone who's like, but it retconned all the characters' personalities. And I'm like, bitch, it didn't retcon shit. I don't think it retconned anything. They're like, but Soji became bloodthirsty. And I'm like, I don't know what Hakuoki you played. Soji's literally always been bloodthirsty.
Yeah, we just see the start of it.
Like, that's Soji's default state. This isn't just explaining why he's as bloodthirsty as he is.
Now that I have the sprite, I can reference. Fuck yeah.
It's Dr. Yamazaki.
Get out! Thank you.
You're welcome. I figured it's a good time to save.
Yeah, it is.
He's so cute. Chested Kazama, who sputtered as his open mouth and eyes were filled with it. Hijikata took the chance to drag himself away, leaving blood on the soil, reaching with his sleeve to pull out a familiar vial of red liquid. It was the sight of that alone that gave the only pause, now yellow eyes narrowing on Hijikata, who grinned back at him like he was the one with the high ground. I have the high ground, Anakin. The Ojimizu, Kazama asked incredulously. Surely you can't believe such a foolish gesture will mean anything in the end. Hijikata only chuckled darkly. Foolish, huh? Like I give a shit what you think. You know, we always have been a pack of idiots. His eyes sought her and he gave her a cheeky grin, pushing himself to his feet on unstable legs. Funny you say that when we've been fighting for the impossible so damn long. He held up the little bottle to the dying light of the sun and looked at it for a moment before turning his attention back to Kazama. We're halfway up that hill. If I lose here, then we'll slide all the way back down. You really think I'm gonna let that happen? Kazama looked at him with a combination of scorn and disbelief, shaking his head from side to side. When he spoke, his voice was incredulous. I used that word just before, and I should have changed it, but I wrote this really fast, so some repeated words are expected. You really are an idiot if you think drinking the Ojimizu will make you strong enough to defeat an Oni. Well, Hijikata said with a familiar cocky grin. You never know if you don't try. Actually, that is his catchphrase. He says that so many fucking times. I was playing Chronicles, and after that point, he says, "You never know if you don't try," constantly. I'm just sitting there like, can you stop, sir?
Little Oni.
Swing the cork out with his teeth. That is the favorite detail from the anime that I always use, is when he fucking tears the cork out of the Ochimitsu battle with his teeth. Like a fucking bitch.
Hands do not work, must teeth.
Yeah, you must teeth. Other people would use their hands like a civilized man, but not Hijikata Toshi's.
Oh.
He's
Teeth.
gonna use his teeth.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna redo that bit.
I wouldn't write this the exact same way before now as I did then, but I definitely have some ideas going around. And definitely am gonna keep Kazama cutting off her hair, because I think that's a really good detail.
Yeah. Keep it.
Cutting off hair. Goodness.
Yeah,
Well-
well, hair is a really big deal to women in this particular period of Japan.
Oh,
Hair is a big fucking deal. Hair is like one of the... Makoto's not...
Hair.
Makoto's not a very feminine or pretty woman by Edo beauty standards. Oh, I love that. Even though I've been informed by multiple people that they want Makoto to step on them. But that's neither here nor there.
why?
Why did they want Makoto to step on them?
Yeah.
Probably because she's tall and strong.
Oh, good enough reason for me.
Yeah. I've been assured she's attractive by several lesbians, and that's good enough.
Huh.
I mean, she is, from what I've seen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the standard.
I trust lesbians.
Oh,
Maybe that sounds weird.
No.
I trust lesbians with my life, quite frankly.
Yeah, I'm big on the camaraderie between gay men and lesbians. I
Yeah.
think we should support each other.
Yeah, definitely. Wait a minute, hold on a second.
See, I'm like Chizuru. She doesn't freak out when he drinks the Ochimizu. Because I love what Chizuru's like, "You did it to protect me, Hijikata." I'm like, I agree when she says that about the other guys and the other routes, but that's not why Hijikata did it. Hijikata drank the Ochimizu to win an argument.
Makoto.
Yeah,
Ibaya.
I love my Mikoto. She's my lady.
I keep forgetting how to kind of Koto at the same height.
Yeah, they're the same height. Mikoto's just broad, while Haruka's willowy. They just have different body types.
Don't do that.
He's my Mikoto.
Yeah.
Five 5'5" is very tall for an Edo era Japanese woman. I should do Shinkai coloration for her for the shit of it.
Do it! What song are we on now? Oop.
She watches him. See, the thing that I don't like that they forget, that the anime kind of forget, that the game kind of forgets after it happens to Sanan, is that the Fury transformation is extremely painful.
Oh yeah.
It drives me nuts!
That's a detail.
Nobody's in pain when they transform into a Fury, and I'm just sitting there like, but they should be. It should be extremely painful and they should suffer.
need to be a little bit insane.
Yeah, and they all go slightly mad. They all become way more emotionally unstable.
Yep.
Kind of a thing that happens. It's because he did this out of a sense of duty that she could not bring herself to look away, even when his eyes went wide in pain and he fell back to his knees, clawing at his throat as if doing so could somehow relieve his suffering. She watched steadily in spite of her own feelings of terror and disgust. She watched as the spine arched and he let out an inhuman scream that drove roosting birds from the trees and sent deer skittering away in fear. Makoto did not look away even when she saw his teeth lengthen to fangs and the pale white of fury began to eat away at his hair, turning it as pale and as sparkling as snow. Her eyes remained trained on him as he writhed in the ground and clawed at the dirt, his pants and grunts of pain finally subsiding as he fell. Still, fingers dug so deeply in the ground that she could see the ends of roots peeking through the gaps in his fingers. For a while, all was silent, except the whispering of the wind, leaving Kazuma remaining frozen in place as they both stared at Hijikata. Then he stood, picking up the Izumi no Kami from where it had fallen, only to carefully wipe the dirt from the blade. When he finished, he looked up and met Kazuma's eyes, his own flashing like a cat's even as they burned red, as calm as they were angry in that moment. You know, he said, beginning to circle Kazuma. I've had enough of those fucking cowards in the Shogun, and I'm getting really sick of you goddamn Oni. His voice was conversational, so light that Makoto could taste the danger in it, just like the time he'd talked to Ito the night they'd had them own killed. So I'm not a real Oni? Why the hell should I care? He laughed, and a smile split his face, dangerous and bitter. Not once in my damn life have they treated me like a real warrior. Kazuma raised his blade defensively, pivoting it bit by bit as he followed Hijikata's movement with his eyes. There was a weariness to him, a static in his stillness like the air before a summer storm. But hell! Hijikata levied a shrug, then looked to the bodies clad in blue that still littered the cold winter ground, anguish flickering across his features. Where are you supposed to find a real warrior these days? His eyes briefly fell upon the horizon in the place where the sun would rise, the direction of Edo. Lots of men who called themselves in it. Okay. That actually is Lotsa. I have a lot of screen caps of this particular scene, and it actually is Lotsa. It's not Lotsa, it's Lotsa. Lots of men. They do that with him. He gets that treatment. Because he speaks like a rude bitch. Maybe if he didn't speak like a rude bitch. But then he wouldn't be him. It's part of his charm. Lots of men who call themselves samurai when all they do is sit around behind 10 feet of stone in their castle and get fat. Only thing those sons of bitches care about is making sure the side they buddy up to is the side that's gonna win. All geniality fled from his features, and he launched himself at Kazama, their blades meeting in a flicker of black and white that she could not possibly hope to track with her eyes. We're better warriors than any of those bastards! Hijikata showed that. That's why my tagline is, we're better writers than any of those bastards.
Oh!
Yeah. It's been that way since like 2018. It's so bad. He ruined my life with that line.
And now it stays
Now
forever.
Yeah, some things last forever. Some things last forever. Hijikata Toshi's either. I believe what I believe.
Sorry.
Nothing can change. No, sorry. I'm just... I didn't write Yamazaki's death in this because I don't think I could bring myself to do it because it would have upset me too much.
I'm gonna do that for you!
And here's the one where Makoto punches him. I just want to find the scene where she punches him.
Punch.
Okay, the door swung open with a bang so loud that it made him jump in surprise, so he quickly felt foolish for doing so. And then he felt annoyed, wondering who the hell could possibly be so brazen. Opening his mouth to say something, his jaw fell open and his heart stopped beating, and decided it would try to escape his body the moment he saw who haunted his threshold. Before he could say anything, before he could even stand to ask her what the fuck she was doing there, she stomped over to him, seized him by the lapel with a single hand, and pulled him to his feet. The sound of his chair against the wooden floor planks was deafening, but not as deafening as the rumbling of his ears the moment her fist made contact with the side of his face. The impact hard enough that he knew he was going to have a bruise. There was no way in hell if he was a hallucination. Reaching out to steady them both, his hand seized her shoulders, jaw stinging, his vision a bit blurred. And though it wasn't long until it cleared, it still took him a moment to realize she was crying. Tears openly streaming down her face as she looked up at him. Her expression was hurt, deeply hurt, but there was also relief there at the same time. And that same familiar look deep in her eyes that he'd come to recognize as love. Being this close after so long made his chest hurt even more than it already did, and guilt made him swallow past the lump in his throat. There was nothing he could say, nothing at all, except, I probably deserved that.
Wonderful words.
And then she's like, probably? He's so eloquent. Really the greatest orator of our time. Then she's like, you should know how I felt. Didn't Kondo order you to leave him behind? And then he's like, fuck. She's like, do you ever think of what that you make people suffer by being a dumb bitch? And he's just like, wait, what? And then she's like, stop making my decisions for me. There's no home for me if you're not there. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. I need them together so badly. Then the scene shifts and Hijikata's entering mail. And he's like, it's a note from Enomoto-san. And she's like, Enomoto-san is stuck here in the frozen north just like the rest of us. He can wait until you eat. Enomoto would be like, yes, make my subordinates eat their food. Make them eat their vegetables. He would! Jeez. He really gave her hell, didn't he? I'll eat, especially if you made it. Don't know if I've said it before, but you're a damn good cook. You can't get me to stop worrying about you by sweet-talking me. Though if you mean it, I'll take more compliments. I can think of plenty of ways to sing your praises. I'd write a poem about it, but you still have my book. You're an idiot. He is! He's dumb. Hi.
Hi.
I've been being cuddled by a dog this whole time.
Dodo.
Yeah, she decided to get cuddly out of nowhere this late. Ugh. I sat on the couch thinking she wanted me to just toss a toy, and then she fell asleep on me. Goofy creatures, I swear.
Yep.
Sagohan wa oishii. Oh, there was a incident that I said yesterday. I hope Gray shows up because I have to ask him about a history thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm here.
What is... Are you familiar... I might be getting the number wrong. Are you familiar with the 47 Samurai incident?
I am familiar with the 47 Ronin, yes.
They talked about that in Toho, so it was like, oh, this would be a time.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
So, like, wow. Is it related to the Shinsengumi in any way?
Kind of. So you know the blue uniforms that the Shinsengumi wear with the yeah. That's kind of a reference to the 47 Ronin, which is why them wearing that is particularly audacious.
Oh,
because
geez.
it's symbolizing that they're like particularly like loyal and like because the whole thing about the 47 Ronin is that they killed one guy because their boss was executed for insulting another guy, basically. And instead of just lay down and like go to like serve different masters, they all became Ronin and like orchestrated this huge revenge plot. And the blue uniforms were kind of like their thing. So the Shinsengumi were referencing that with those uniforms. And it would have been known to the people at the time because there were like they were like a symbol of like fealty and like there were just a bunch of like stories about it, like kabuki plays and stuff. But yeah, so it definitely would have been in the zeitgeist at the time. Really important story. Definitely think people who studied the Edo era know about. Yeah. Took place before the founding of the United States of America.
Oh, jeez. They were
Yeah.
they were doing that while they were hunting turkey.
It took place in the 31st of January, 1703.
Ooh.
Huh.
Why didn't they come over here? Ooh.
But yeah, it's a big deal, and like their graves are like still visited today. Yeah, and then they all got like they all got sentenced to commit seppuku for what they had done. And yeah, all of them did it, but one who for some reason got pardoned. And I don't really know why the one guy got pardoned, but one guy did get pardoned.
Oh,
yeah, so they sieged a guy's castle and forced this daimyo to commit ritual suicide because their boss had to commit ritual suicide because of him. Very fun and exciting circumstance.
oh my goodness. That's cool.
I love samurai. They're so fucking stupid.
Seppuku. I would simply not kill myself, but that's just me.
Then they cut off your head and you'd die a disgraceful death instead without being allowed to have a proper burial, and it would reflect upon all of your descendants.
Yep.
Imagine being born and your grandfather had to get his head cut off, so your like whole family line is cursed.
No, really. That's still a thing that happens today in Japan. The descendants of people who had certain disgraceful jobs or who are from disgraced family lines are still like discriminated against. Like they don't want to list their like family lines on like their applications or stuff because there's like legitimate discrimination against them.
Oh my goodness,
because, yes. Yeah, no, it's a big fucking deal. No, you're joking about it, but it's a real thing that happens.
Very real.
Bad. Oh my god, what is wrong with Japan society in this day and age?
There's a lot of things.
There are a lot of things. No more or less than there's wrong with American society. It's just kind of a different set of things.
Fix your work culture and birth rate. And stop denying your war crimes. Goodness.
Well, we should stop denying our war crimes as well.
Yeah, that's a thing too.
The world does, to be fair.
Yes, oh my goodness, it seems like every country has some frickin' nastiness behind them.
I feel like the only country that's good at admitting it's committed war crimes is Germany, but that's because we collectively bullied Germany into admitting it.
Yeah.
They're kind of walking back on that, though. Their current political situation is not ideal.
No, it's not.
Goody.
Goodness. Wish Turkey would frickin' admit that they messed up.
Why would anyone admit they messed up? Why admit to war crimes? Come on. At this point, everyone's committed war crimes. It's not like I'm personally responsible for the war crimes. But if you're going to live underneath a country, your country should admit to the war crimes.
Yep.
That Turkey only exists because of the Armenian genocide.
No, it's true. I mean, Israel just committed genocide against the Palestinians, and no one seems to care.
That was the one that was like, should I mention that?
No, go ahead and mention it. Fucking sing it to the heavens.
Oh yeah,
God damn it.
That was infuriating to sit through, and there's some post stuff because now Trump is like saying he wants to buy Gaza and like renovate it and stuff.
Oh, whatever. Trump can fucking choke on a
Yeah.
dick.
I have some choice words about him myself.
Anyway.
Anyway. You sang and make disgusted noises for the last half hour. I think it's time you put away the word, Kijikata. There's only so much you can do. She thought this was adult work. There's still time to cut and run if you changed your mind. You could change into woman's clothing and slip off. Oh, did I mention Tetsu in this?
What? Tetsu?
Tetsuo Iron Man.
I did. I mentioned Tetsu. Okay, spring had come, and with it there came war. That night was probably the last peaceful night they'd spend, just the two of them, before the Imperial Army marched into Hakodate. They didn't stand any real chance. He knew that, and it's not like he'd see the front lines at places like Benten. But in battle like this, there was no way he wouldn't end up seeing active combat. She'd seen it too. When they'd sent Tetsunosuke away to his family with a few mementos, he'd been tempted to convince her to leave. But he'd held his tongue at the last moment. Hijikata had promised he wouldn't. Yeah, see, I mentioned Tetsu.
Tetsu!
I mentioned Tetsu. Tetsu name drop. People forgetting Tetsu, and I'm just like, remember Tetsunosuke.
Remember Tetsu.
Me getting t-shirts for our Shinsengumi club with the phrase "Remember Tetsunosuke."
Omedetou gozaimasu.
Where's my Tetsu? Tetsu's here.
We love Tetsu.
Here's my Tetsu.
Show us your Tetsu with his hair.
Tetsu.
He's so cute. I have that reference saved.
Oh.
I have a lot of your references saved.
Where's the other one? There's the other one.
It's your Tetsu with that hair.
This is Western.
What a cutie.
I feel like I have to redo Tatsu though.
Tetsuo Iron Man?
Eh?
That was a disturbing...
Tetsu is vital to Haruka's current route.
Haruka.
Haruka.
Nico, she looks so aggressive in all her depictions.
She has to be.
Yeah.
She's the woman leader of a clan in a patriarchal society. She has to be a badass bitch to get them to take her seriously.
Also, she's killed men for like almost 10 years.
Yeah, come on.
Why don't they say, oh, women are capable of strength too? Maybe we should change our system.
To be fair, the Unioka do the fucking yeah, they do exist, but like there aren't that many of them. They'll cut off my head and deliver it to our family. Fight in battle.
That
We
seems like simultaneously threatening, but also a nice gesture because you're returning the body.
listen. Cutting off heads is like a really big deal in
Beheading. It was in the Middle Ages in England too.
if you really just wanted, you just cut off people's heads. And, you know, that's how it is.
Maybe because it's easy.
I don't think cutting off heads is easy. That's why they had to invent the guillotine to do it more efficiently.
Yeah, true.
That takes
Swing.
a hell lot of strength.
But it's
Swing,
like
swing,
there's
stay
kind of
the steam.
acting point, so it's like you just kind of knock it off.
Oh goody, SSL's opening.
Silly lum drops.
I want to know when the last execution by guillotine was. I'm really curious now.
It's gonna be in the 1900s. I think the 70s.
It was recent, wasn't it?
I think it was the 70s.
I'm gonna think it was a couple years ago. Maybe not by guillotine, but I know there was a recent public execution.
I don't know then.
Oh my god.
And I know that because
Oh my god. It was the last person to be executed by a government using guillotine was on the 10th of September 1977. That's fucking insane.
Jeez.
I was right.
You were right.
Well, disco was going too.
No.
Disco and the
Disco.
guillotine.
Oh, that sounds like an album or something.
Yeah.
It does. No, Lady Disco and the Guillotine is definitely someone's cover band.
Oh
man.
my god.
Oh my god.
Did she ever look so beautiful?
She never looked so beautiful.
She...
Eh?
He's just like, have I never told Hamamura that she's pretty? No, because you're stupid.
I need to start telling people they're pretty more often.
One time recently on campus, like last week, I saw this person walking by with a really sweet coat, and I was like, yay, nice coat, and their face just lit up.
No.
Ah.
When you give people compliments, they get really happy, it turns out.
I've done it at conventions toward cosplayers to a variety of results, though.
Cosplayers are weird, I say, Heaven.
Sometimes they hate it when you say nice costume.
You're saying that because you're afraid, she told him in an even voice. You're afraid that I'll die, and I understand that because I'm afraid you'll die the moment I leave your side. But it's my life to risk. Let me do with it what I think is most worthwhile. Her words hit him hard, and for the first time he felt he truly understood what he had denied her the day he'd walked away and boarded the ship to Ezel. Hamamura, Mikoto, had given up so much for him over the years, but she had done it for the same reason he'd sacrificed Kondo-san and his friends and the Shinsengumi. It was because she believed in him. Mikoto believed he was worthwhile, and she wanted him to live. All this time she had been asking him to live, to believe that she was worthwhile too. And here he was, being a fucking idiot, so wrapped up in his own grief and the idea that there was no him without the Shinsengumi that he'd forgotten that he'd been a person before it too. He could find other things to live for, other things he thought were worthwhile, and he really did. Taking a breath, he was unsurprised when it came out shaky. reaching up to cover her hand. Hijikata held it there for a moment, closing his eyes and leaning into her touch, relishing the warmth and stability of it as something new and frightening filled him, something that was also familiar, this thing he had forgotten, something stronger than hope, more powerful than happiness. He stood, still holding her hand before taking the other, letting the sensation fill him as it bridged the gaps between parts of him he hadn't even realized were fragmented. She was making him whole again, giving him something that he hadn't even realized he'd lost till now, by granting him something as simple as the motivation to fight. He started, cutting himself off, not really sure what to say or how to say it, but knowing for certain that he had to articulate it somehow. Closing his eyes, he laughed shakily and then steeled himself and tried again, looking into her face and refusing to look away. Mikoto, I want to protect you. More than anything, Hijikata bit back, adding last bit of hesitance, and forced himself to say the words as much as he could. I think I'm probably in love with you. Best love confession of all time. I'm never gonna get over. I think I'm probably in love with you.
Probably.
Oh, you were reading that pseudo-romantic panels. That works.
Her eyes went wide and her jaw slacked, though only for a single moment. Before he could even breathe or ask anything else, she had torn her hands from him to grasp his face and was kissing him in between her laughter. It was all he could do to keep up with her, looping an arm around her waist to pull her close, while the other hand went to the back of her neck to help him adjust their positions and kiss her back. He'd wanted this for so long now. She felt right in his arms, her body warm and solid but still soft. Yes. I want to live, he said, his chest swelling again. I want to live with you. Mikoto's expression was soft, and tears had started to fall from her eyes, leaving him to wipe them away with his fingertips. Unable to stop himself, he kissed her again and found himself laughing in the feeling of her hands as they trailed down his neck and across his shoulders. Say it again. Tell me you want to live. I want to live, he repeated, his words the lightest he'd committed to in a long time. Good. You better prepare yourself, he said, leaning down to whisper the words in her ear, because I don't plan to let you go. There's no changing your mind now. You're stuck with me. He's so stupid.
Stucky.
You're stuck with me now, bitch. You can't get rid of me.
That's what Reimu's saying to Marissa right now because it started to rain and she has to stay at the shrine.
Oh my god. But different than the context of Hijimiko, but valid nonetheless. Sometimes you need rain to make your lesbian crush confess to you.
Yeah. Stuck with me.
You're stuck with me. This is the one where Hijikata gets shot.
Oh god.
He gets shot off his horse.
Yep. See, you're reading this. That makes me want to write.
Good. I want to write too. I just don't know what I want to write. I want to write a million things.
Kind of same, but I'm
Well,
still
random
occupied.
one-shot. Random one shot, go.
Wonder one shot, yeah.
Do it.
I'll figure it out. Talk about a rude awakening, he wheezed, the fingers at his side twitching and stretched. What did she do?
Oh. Die.
What did Reimu do? Oh my god, I was gone. My fish earned $1. Amazing.
$1.
$1. I'm playing Joker.
Fish.
My fish. Yes, it's a game about fish.
Fish.
Oh, fish. Sakana.
Speaking of fish, where the fuck is Fade?
What? What's the
Yeah, I don't know where Fade is either. Because Fade always puts fish in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice.
So it's kind of weird. Where the fuck is he?
There's my fish.
Fish.
Fish. Oh, it's because he always redeems water.
No, he
That-
redeems a
No,
message
it's
and
because
says
he's taken to
fish.
highlighting the word fish. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Yum. This is a tough kiss. Super. Don't even know if you. I'm just sleeping.
Sing. Talk about a rude awakening. He wheezed, the fingers to the side, twitching and scratching against the earth. Shit, that was some bullet. Shut up. This is no time to joke. Hijikata almost fucking dies, and he's just like, isn't it funny I got shot?
Ugh.
Then she's like, holy shit, I can save them if I feed him my blood. The blood kiss is such a good scene. Which one? Yes, both of them. Both of them are the best. If you give me a kiss where two people are sharing life-saving blood, I will eat it up.
Good thing that's never gonna go away.
Yeah, good thing. You gotta keep it, because it's so good. How do you think I felt seeing the woman I love cut herself open for me? What kind of idiot watches the man she loves die right in front of her? He sounds so. His voice line, he sounds like he doesn't know what to say. Like he's just gotten scolded, so he's just like, shut up! He's so cute. He pouts about it.
Should I say he has... never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind.
No, I'm just gonna be curious. If I asked you, would you take me to see them again? Just me and you? Only if we promise to dress up nice and buy the sake, he said with a cocky-eyed smile. You have to get me the kimono, she said. And then Kazuma shows up and ruins shit, because he's
great.
Kazuma. So you are alive after all, you and your woman. I must admit, I'm impressed. You hardly seem to have the right as often as you fools lose. His words were mocking, but his tone was not, and it was because she had spent so long at Toshizo's side that she now recognized a show of respect for what it was. Your life is just like this blossom, destined to end quickly from the moment it begins. You have wasted years of your existence in a matter of moments. And for what? To throw your life away? I will never understand the mind of a false Oni. Kazuma's voice was clear, but there was also a question in it, as if he were seeking some response from Hijikata, something that would validate a hidden belief to which he could not yet give life by speaking it. I'm not in a hurry, Hijikata said, his own voice never wavering as it rang through the trees and made the petal shiver with its strength. And I'm not trying to throw my life away. I use this power because I have something to protect. For just the briefest of moments, his eye fell on her and her heart swelled at the sight. So much hurt, so many regrets, and he had finally come to find a reason to live again. Besides, haven't you heard? Hijikata cracked another grin, a laugh accompanying it this time. The life of the Shinsengumi's ideal warrior is hard. Whatever answer he had been seeking in Hijikata's words, Kazama seemed to find it. His eyes closed as a genuine smile momentarily softened his features. I see, I was wrong to call you a false Oni. I take back every insult I have ever given you. You're not false, but that only means you can be an Oni. The words gave Hijikata pause, evident in the sudden tension between his shoulder blades, but he quickly relaxed and shook his head with another easy smile. I didn't do any of this to impress you. That does not matter, Kazama continued, utterly unaffected by his words. Every Oni must have an Oni name, so I will name you Hakuoki. There, Fade's not here, so I have to do the easy laughing.
There we go. Wait, which opening is this? Oh, Reime for Vita.
You know, I have a binder of drawings that I did in middle school and high school.
Oh.
Yes, and they're really bad.
Don't worry, I have several! From even earlier than that, Jesus, it's like elementary school.
I should show, I do have some from elementary school too, but I should show you the Tales of Symphonia fan art I drew. It's really bad. It's all from high school and it's bad. I don't have any more time to play, he said, the red of his eyes turning golden as they reflected the sunlight above. Is that okay with you? If I can die on the blade of a samurai such as yourself, then I have lived with honor and I would die with the same. Go, Hakuoki, live whatever life you have left. Jeez, Makoto, what are you crying like that? Why are you crying like that for? What do you mean, what am I doing? Can't you just let me cry happy tears for once? Aww.
Oh, great. Where's my Twitch? To the lava pit. Goodbye.
They've been banished.
There
They've been banished. They're gone now.
And neither mods are here.
No, they're not. They're gone.
What the fuck?
Just you.
It's just me.
What the fuck? It's just you. You're by yourself. Now I'm looking at my M-rated fics and just wondering what they are. Oh, this is the one where Hijikata drinks her blood.
Oh.
I forgot I wrote that. I should just go write some random one-shots again sometime. Yes.
Yes.
Hijikata's such a pathetic bitch. I love him. I know what that is. That's Modao Zushi. That's more Modao Zushi. Oh my god, this is my Modao Zushi and Hakuoki crossover. That I never finished. But oh my god.
Oh, we've reached Kyoto wins.
Kyoto wins!
I dare not play the anime openings that are at the end of this playlist.
It would, yeah. That'll get you copyright struck.
I will go back to the beginning of it.
Fair.
Start from Harari. All over again.
My note in this fic is, this is self-indulgent trash, and I feel no shame in that. Hakuoki is my one true love. This is bound to happen eventually. Hijikata falls into a lake and gets fished out by some Chinese cultivators. Is that fic? That's Huacheng. That's also Huacheng. That's Huacheng. And that's Aono Monogatari. Well, beans. I need to write more. I haven't written in a long time. I wrote 4 paragraphs today, but it was for school.
Ah.
They're good paragraphs, but they were for school. I had to print them for
Printing.
anything going on Tumblr.com.
Besides pain.
Not really. Nothing super interesting. Some cool clothes on the fashion blogs I follow, but you know. That's why I follow them. Any interesting Solace art? Because I have a problem. No, but there is Golden Kamui Old Man Hijikata. He looks very good in this person's art.
Huh.
I'm very fond of Old Man Hijikata.
Ooh.
Isn't that a good?
Yes. That is not what I clicked on. Thank you.
Someone joined.
Oh. Hello.
We were just talking about you because you
Yeah.
weren't here to spam fish in the chat.
I know.
What do you mean I know?
I'm on stream.
Sodawari!
What?
Sodawari to the Hijikata!
Yes.
Coincidence. This?
Thank you, Fade. Oh. Now the best Hakuoki game opening ever.
It is.
Mm.
I have to save this art.
Which one did you find?
Both of them?
Oh, good.
The one of him with her over his shoulder, and then the one of her with him holding her by the back of the neck like a cat.
I'm so glad I had my footage still to be able to answer the question, what did the PC version do?
They're so cute. He's so perfect. Hijikata is the perfect man. I love him way too much.
By the way, did you see the clip I sent?
Eh?
Eh.
The clip I sent earlier.
Don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
What?
That was complete.
Disease is fun.
That was a complete accident. I can guarantee you that, Mel.
What?
Oh. Wait, how did Grade become a paladin?
I've been a paladin for like several.
Days?
Yes.
Since we were watching the musical!
Yeah, because I wanted to stream the musical.
Oh,
That's why I'm a paladin.
doesn't that mean you also get mod privileges on streams?
No.
No, I'm a paladin solely for streaming.
Also, yeah, I just did a reply to the thing. I guarantee it was a complete accident.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that one? Yes, I did see that one. Okay, yes.
I swear to God, it was a complete accident.
You're amazing.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what's funny?
Hmm.
I did suggest she silently kills the god at front, so she didn't have to pay. She still paid to get in peacefully, and I tried to help her host her weapon, and I need to remember controller and mouse and keyboard have two different controls.
Oh, Fate, no!
So I said, do the button, press the button twice of where you switch your how you switch your weapon, the holster it. Turns out that was the grenade button.
Oh, Fate.
So
Fate.
so she still had to kill in the end she still killed everyone. I tried to.
Did you take responsibility?
How long have I been writing fanfiction for?
I said, listen,
16
I
to 20.
thought that was the button. I did take responsibility, but then someone said, then someone random said, he's not the one that told you to throw the grenade.
Eh?
That's what someone said. So they tried defending me. I said, he's not the one that tried to tell you to throw the grenade. It was a complete accident. I didn't mean to.
You are a cursed person, and I really appreciate that about you.
Thank you.
I really do appreciate what weird shit.
Oh, it's the opening to the third minigame game. I will never refer to it to its actual name, only minigame game.
Minigame game.
Oh, is that Solus from behind?
I swear to God, it was an accident.
We get
I
it!
believe you. We believe it was an accident. You don't need to convince us we're not midget. I mean
Midgets
that
on the
fondly.
appeals.
We are not midgets.
Yeah, I'm just gonna summon him by talking.
Yes.
Oh God.
Dude, I should draw nightmare versions of Bushin Sengumi.
Aw.
I don't know why I've never considered doing that before. I hate words. No, it's just Ace Attorney fan art.
Okay. Oh, what has my brother sent me?
Oh
What
god.
has your brother sent you?
I decided to randomly look up Hakuoki Haka. You want to know what came up? Haka looks so
Okay.
done with his shit.
Everyone should be done with his shit.
Yes,
Can we
everyone
forget
is done
that
with
that
his
was
shit.
her first appearance to them?
Yeah, and she already looked like, oh god, this is gonna be one of those days. Fucking hell.
No, because she knows who he is.
Yeah, she wasn't even excited. She was like, I'm all the way done with this shit. I already know what this is.
I don't want to deal with you.
Am I wrong?
I don't want to deal with you and your shit.
I seem to be experiencing some technical difficulties on my end.
Eh? I hear the doggo upstairs. I think. Doggo go pitter patter pitter patter.
Oh my god, that's such cute Polyon. That's redundant. Cute Wallyon. Cute Wallyon is like saying cute puppy.
Cute
Don't-
There we go. And now we should have Chronicles opening. Don't prove me wrong, playlist. There we go.
I was gonna say, did he or she reblog that for me? And yes, she did. Jesus Christ. Behold, Jesus Christ.
Oh god! That! Why?
I saw that and I had to. It's just the random shit that shows up that I find.
I saw that earlier. Oh my god, he came through. If I don't do it like an actual cat, it'll come through.
I faced more peer pressure in my life to start animes than do drugs. True.
Oh, God.
think it's really cool that dromedaries, camels, evolved in the Americas and then went extinct here, but had traveled the land bridge to other places. And then when they brought dromedaries back to the States, when they were expanding westward, they found that they could eat plants here that had evolved alongside them, specifically to be eaten only by dromedaries. And that's part of evolutionary evidence of how we know that they evolved in the States outside of fossil evidence.
Huh.
I know, really random.
But we like the random facts.
I mean, if you like them, I'll keep saying random shit that I know if it occurs to me.
Oh fuck! No! 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 Don't play it! No! Stop! I stopped it. Back to the beginning.
Why is it spleen this time instead of fish?
Fade,
You are
explain
so
yourself.
weird.
Fade. Well, he's dead.
He's dead.
I'm changing my sensor.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Rich, say it. Ooh, that's a really good solace.
Okay. Back to Susumu.
Mala. Platonic. Damn it, I have a Hosier song stuck in my head. No.
Well,
Amen. Amen. Amen.
take me to church.
Yeah,
Is that the
exactly.
one?
I told you I have a Hosier song stuck in my head.
He's a amen. Wait a second, I know what song you're talking about.
Step by step, a good God, let me give you love. Yeah.
Down to the hands.
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 Yes.
Hands.
Say it like that. I fucking hate drawing hands.
Hands.
Everyone hates hands.
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 Hands. Hands.
Hands.
Offer me them hands.
You give me my life. Take me to church.
That's gonna be forever stuck in your head, isn't it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of Hosier songs remind me of Solace, so kind of where I am. They have that desperate sad man energy. That's so
Oh my
essential.
god.
The desperate what energy?
Desperate sad man energy.
Why are you sad?
Why is Solace sad? Plenty of
No, why are
reasons.
you sad?
I'm not
No,
sad.
why-
I'm fine. I
You
said
said-
Hosier songs have desperate sad man energy, which you need to be able to be in the Solace playlist.
Even I got it.
The man need to be well.
Meh. He is not here.
Who is not here?
Midget!
Midget.
I know.
Why'd you ask?
Then, yeah, if you know, then why the fuck did you you are a weird person. My lover's got you.
Suddenly, midget arrives.
We've summoned him.
She's a giggle at a funeral. And me to be well.
Amen. I can't do the
Amen. 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 I'm not bad at singing. I still have this fucking pain of Hijikata.
What?
Wait, what?
The Hijikata pain. The sprite.
Alright.
It's his I am talking to you on a level voice sprite. I think people think he's more angry than he is, because when he does get angry, it's really dramatic. But 90% of the time, 90% of the time, I honestly think he just sits there with a resting bitch face and looks vaguely annoyed at stuff, but he's actually, like, not that bothered.
That makes a lot more sense than it should.
Like, he sees the Baka trio doing something stupid and he's actually kind of amused by that, but he has chronic resting bitch face and nobody fits out.
Oh gee, I wonder what movie Hijikata's gonna be in the
I
next
wonder.
chapter.
Hijikata and Haruka crossing arms in the crossing arms meme because of resting bitch face.
Silly.
He's so pretty
Wait, Lucy,
though.
when did you
I
join?
love his purple.
Lucy has been here
the
since the
entire
start!
time.
Mate, you can see that this
I may be a bit out of it.
Oh god, are you okay? Do you require help?
few days earlier.
Yeah, a few days earlier, Lucy killed
Oh,
someone.
he looks so good.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
so cute. Look at Sushimo. Sushimo, you're so cute.
I require more.
More Susumu.
More Susumu.
Susu. Susu.
Susumu.
Susumu.
Susumu. His name is fun to say.
Yes.
Susumu.
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 Oh, jeez, this is 44 pages.
Eh.
Final manga in this Toho series.
Oh.
44 pages of Toho.
Yeah, the thing is, there are like 60 other manga series. This is just the last issue of the first one.
No.
Well, you're gonna be entertained with Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss for a long time.
Yeah. I like this one because my wife is in it, and she's the bad guy right now.
Your waifu.
Yeah, her name is Hakuoki Lapis Lazuli.
Lapis
yeah.
Lazuli?
Zune just likes to put weird words together to make names.
I
Like-
name thee Chicken Nugget.
Is that one character, Eternal Larva, or something like that?
Oh, jeez.
Lava!
Larva.
Yeah. Eternity Larva, I think is her name. And there's Clown.
He just likes to put random English words together.
Even Clown Piece. Like, what the hell is a clown piece? Like, is that a piece of a clown? Like, and there's Patchouli Knowledge, my favorite example.
At least knowledge actually kind of has something to do with people.
Yeah. Patchouli Knowledge. Oh, medicine melancholy. That's
Oh god.
She's a doll.
Melancholy.
She's a doll that uses poison. Wonder if Alice could use her.
Okay. What's next? Oh god, hair.
Why can't I miss you a lot forever?
That is so
Must you?
cute. It looks so good.
Lucy, must you?
That song was a cultural reset on the internet.
I was there. Oh, please.
I love how Makoto is somehow through Haruka's birthday post worked her way into the older universe, but just SSL
For now.
for now.
For now.
That'll be $10.
I'm not paying you $10. I don't have a method to pay you $10. First of all,
PayPal.
PayPal.
Don't help him.
you better be careful, or as soon as I get a job, I'll end up like Midget, and I'll
Yeah.
just buy you.
No, hey, no,
That's exactly
no,
what I was
no,
thinking.
no.
I've already bought
No.
you a gift. Never underestimate my generosity.
No, listen.
Listen!
Don't turn into
Listen.
Midget, please. No, don't turn into Navi, please.
She's not as annoying as Fi.
Fair enough, but please.
No.
Fi is really annoying and handholdy. Fee. I don't know how to say it.
I have not experienced this. Eventually I will.
Eventually.
Eventually. I don't know what will be after the 2 Oracle games.
Oh,
The Oracle games are really fun.
That one boss was annoying. Getting there, anyway.
They can be, yeah. Are you playing Ages or Seasons?
I think Seasons is what it is.
Seasons. I like Seasons better than Ages. Mostly because I like those weird little dudes in the cloaks who live underground. He looks so cute there. He's so happy. We need to draw some happy. He is happy.
He's married.
Huh?
With
Yeah.
a child.
oh,
I haven't called it the child yet.
They have a kid.
Ugh.
Hijikata and Mikoto end up having two.
oh.
Their older one is Tomoe, and I love her. She marries a Frenchman.
Oh.
Hijikata knows a few French words because of Bernat. And, he's like, don't ask me to say them. My accent is horrible, and he always laughed at me for it.
Oh god.
Man spoke fucking flawless Japanese, and I can't even say bonjour properly.
Bonjour. God, I'll manage. Talk about them, Lady Casey. I'll take them all to hell. You're going to hell with them?
Haruka knows English, and you can only blame 2 people.
Looks at the Tori.
Guess who the other one is?
Who is the other one?
Enomoto.
I don't know, you know. Makoto probably learns English at some point. I wouldn't be surprised. She and the Tori get along okay.
They're all that build up. The next time we see them in the fight scene, they're all laying on the ground. God.
Enough that he's the one that she gives her manuscript to, and she's like, keep this safe because you're like the only person I can think of who won't have it like taken from him and destroyed besides Furumoto. And he's like, I will protect it. But yeah. De Moimer is a Frenchman.
Bonsoir.
And then, I don't know his name. I just know that he's French.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. I need to think more about him. I know she meets him while she's in Tokyo. And while she's in Tokyo, she stays with, you know, Saito's family.
Ah.
Everyone's like, where did you acquire this random weapon? He's just like, none of your business. And everyone's like, well, he is a cop, I guess he shouldn't ask.
Do not ask the Saito.
Yeah. And then they have a son, and their son's name is Isamu, because I had to.
Oh, this is cute.
Ah.
Clown piece.
I know.
I
Isn't
do
it
want
sad?
Yeah. Jesus Christ, Faith.
Yeah.
He says.
He only laughs.
Isamu is gay,
Oh,
and he's a poet.
yay.
Yep. Unlike his father, he's good at poetry. He makes funny off it.
Oh god.
Yep. I love her. This might be one of them. Silly.
Their parents are very proud of both of them.
Be bad. In case you.
I do have a scene where Nagakura goes back to Ezo because he hears rumors about. He hears rumors about shit going on in the area, and he's like, "What if stuff happens to my family, my mom and shit?" So he goes back to Ezo, and he ends up in the remote community that Hijikata and Makoto are living in, and he's there with some of his buddies. And everyone's like, oh, well, if you're looking for, like, weird shit that's happening, you should talk to the kind of weird couple that lives on the outskirts of town. And, like, he goes up there, but he goes at the wrong time of day. And he's kind of sneaking around being like, you know how Nagakura is. He's like, what's going on? And he's, like, trying to be sneaky. And Makoto sees him from behind.
Oh, you cut out.
Doesn't recognize him because it's been like a long time since they've seen each other. Oh, sorry. Makoto sees Nagakura sneaking around her land, her and Hichikata's land that they own. And she only sees him from behind, so she doesn't realize it's him. So she hits him in the back with a hoe. Down on his knees and rolls over on his back. And he's like, don't kill me, don't kill me. And then he's like, wait, Miko-san?
Oh god.
And she's like, you punch! You punch! Ow.
So that'll be $10. Thank you.
Aruka would kill him.
Oh no, I
Wait,
have something different planned.
Mm-mm.
What do you mean?
We'll get
That's
there.
concerning.
No, it's not. No, not like that. Jesus Christ. No, it's sweet. Because the game wouldn't
Okay.
give it to me.
When you're role playing a character and you have to choose the mean dialogue option.
Why you gotta be so mean?
Damn mean. I don't know what to tell you. I've always been mean.
Me. Used to know this girl who called me a meanie all the time. It was funny. Yeah.
Was it funny?
Yeah, because I called her silly and she'd respond by saying, "Hmm?" She was goofy. Nothing she said ever made any sense. She was like the first big anime fan that I ever knew, though. So she used anime terms in regular conversation, and that was my early exposure to a lot.
Very millennial thing to do.
Yeah.
I remember when people would say the word "squee" out loud.
Squee!
Don't even fucking talk.
Splee!
Lee.
Squee!
Squeeze.
I found a Makoto I drew in a notebook the other day, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh.
Oh, she's packing a snowball. That's what she's doing. I was curious about what the fuck she was doing, and it turns out she's packing a snowball, probably to throw at Chimpachi's stupid face.
Oh god, she's
Yes.
packing heat.
Because her and Chimpachi definitely have a sibling relationship.
Yes. I'll work with Susumu.
Yeah.
Susumu. I
I'm
so
not-
many Susumus.
Susumu.
Susumu!
Susumu.
His
No.
name is so fun to say.
Susumu.
Susumu!
Oh no.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I trust Clown Piece and Cherno to fight an enemy,
Mel,
What?
especially
Huh?
God.
spell Susumu.
Susumu. Why? Susumu goes to
Why?
Gensokyo.
Just spell it.
No.
Please. It's not bad, I swear. I
No.
swear.
Susumu.
How long would the Hakuoki guys survive in Gensokyo?
Hi.
Oh god,
Hi.
midget's here.
I made
Hi, midget.
Hi.
it in the gap.
You
Oh
okay?
god, bad day.
Tired.
Get some sleep. What are you doing here?
I'm exhausted from work. I'm not tired.
Now who's being scolded to go to bed? It's usually him.
Yeah.
It's usually you scolding him. It's kind of funny. It's like how the turns have tabled.
Yeah.
That's silly. Oh, fairy.
What the fuck? Babe?
Okay, yeah.
What the fuck?
You just looked at chat.
Yeah, I just looked at chat.
I immediately saw it as soon as I hopped in.
Born sick.
And that's what zombies and vampires.
Oh my goodness.
Take me to church.
Take
Yes.
me to church. I'll worship like a snail.
Snail.
Like a snail. Snail.
Shrine of
Just
your
don't step
life.
on the snail.
I worship like a snail at the shrine of Paradise.
I can tell you, my
How does
snail.
a snail work? How does a snail worship?
Easy. It goes
it-
into its shell.
I can imagine it just like lowering its upper body. Boop.
It lowers its whatever the head is.
The head.
It would still be its head.
Yeah.
Baka.
Back,
Takayasu.
Takayasu.
back,
Why am I getting Attack on Titan shit now?
back,
mean-
back, back,
Okay.
back.
Oh god, now stop.
I'm suddenly getting an Attack on Titan
Give me
stuff.
the news.
Yay, Yamazaki.
Yummy zucky.
Hold on. Hold on.
Masaki, please. Thank
Yeah,
you.
there it is.
I'm getting Attack on Titan stuff now, and now I hate I am getting Attack on Titan stuff now.
Is that a fucking intellect devourer?
Eh.
Oh, this comic I'm reading.
Oh, fuck off, YouTube. Why is YouTube like this?
Did you
Why
say
is
some
YouTube
magical
like
words?
a lot?
I said Attack on Titan.
Yeah, magical words. Congratulations.
It's giving me anime and what is wow.
We are drinking all of the Jaeger. Do, do.
Oh,
What?
there's no Jaeger, no.
No, stop it. Stop
I
it.
don't know the lyrics, so I
Stop it. Right now, stop it.
Jägermeister.
Jaeger and I have got a very bad history.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, ugh. I have a rather interesting question.
Eh?
Who am I gonna face off against?
Go against the Aztecs.
Okay, that's one. Now for the other.
Mesoamerican civilization.
Do you have any idea
Yeah.
how little that narrows it down?
The Mayans.
So you're just going against two Mesoamerican civilizations, the Aztecs and the Mayans.
As the Greeks, no less.
Oh Jesus.
Oh jeez. They came to mind when you mentioned Aztecs, so I wasn't
Two
going
very
to
different
be,
cultures.
wasn't gonna be unoriginal and say Mesopotamian something.
Hey, Midget, do you like Attack on Titan?
I've not watched enough of it to form an opinion.
Fair enough.
I just know that one of their characters absolutely got destroyed by fucking Blake.
Like
Anna.
Now the child.
Yeah, Mikasa.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious now because it's showing me a game of it now. I'm curious of what it looks like. Don't do shit, Midget. I'm just looking at it.
We have an agreement,
I know.
Yes.
so don't worry.
Oh, there's character custom creation. What?
Eh.
Okay. Before I add this, how much is it? No, okay, that's a no.
Damn it. We're redoing this.
how many civilizations are in this game actually?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
do they have Sumerians?
I believe that they do.
So,
I can. Assess. Quit game. Yes.
so that's $200. No.
It's just Age of
Smash.
Empires.
Yeah.
Where is...
Sumerians. I could have sworn that they did. We got the Saracens,
Hiroki, where are you?
Sicilians. The
Nice.
Slavs and the Spanish.
Damn, not even the Babylonians? Look,
Well,
racist against
that's-
Mesopotamians.
Well, to be fair, I think that's Age of Empires 1.
There he is.
Oh,
That is
they
true.
have the Persians.
Even though the Romans are here and the Byzantines are like Romans but upgraded.
Oh,
Why would
They
the
won't-
Byzantines be Romans but upgraded?
Because
Roman-
they were-
the fall of the Roman Empire.
Yeah,
Roaming around.
one Roman Emperor Constantine was like, "We need a new city."
No.
So he got a prophesized dream that he should paint the symbol of Christ on his troops' shields, and that they would win a battle. And who are you to argue with that? So he got to doodling, and then he won the Battle of Manzikert, and then he was like, you know what? It's time to consecrate a new capital.
Well, yeah, well, but on the other hand, whatever. Oh, I found Beetlejuice fan art that I drew a really long time ago.
Beetlejuice?
Yeah, Beetlejuice, as in the poltergeist. Yeah,
No, I thought you meant juice made out of beetles.
no.
No.
John
What?
Lennon juice.
I also found designs for my Atome game that I wanted to make.
Oh, told
Make
me.
sure.
Woo.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Was it fun?
Not me.
Was what fun?
Ultra high, sure.
The game development.
Otome game development is mostly writing, I'll be honest. I would need to get better at art to be able to. These are old.
Fuck. All right.
Whoa.
Oh wait a minute, I should.
Whoa.
All right, I should make it 8. All right, what's my next one? Actually,
Persians.
we're gonna go large. All right, so the Persians, I hear.
Yep.
Large.
All right,
But yeah, those are my 6 love interests.
Next one.
For my Otome game. Are the Mongolians there?
yes, they are.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
go with the Mongolians.
They
They're
are
gonna
known
get
for
washed away by a
yes.
typhoon.
What?
the Huns.
No, the Huns
Hi,
and Mongols
honey.
aren't the same thing. But
Oh,
you can go with the
okay.
Huns as well.
Okay,
Rider
well,
lost
the
an eye.
Mongols. Okay, next one.
Stone cherries.
Okay, what's number 7 gonna be like?
Death.
Death is not a civilization.
The Seljuk Turks.
BRB.
Bada-bada-boo.
I've already had the. Oh no, tell her. Just the Turks. Okay.
Oh,
Alright, what's the final civilization?
Something Chinese.
China it is.
oh, just Chinese as a whole, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's different eras of Chinese.
No, the game just lumped them all together, apparently.
Apparently, the Japanese are also in here too.
Which Japanese?
Which Japanese?
It just says Japanese.
That's not helpful.
That's
Well, we know what their preferred regions were.
Yeah. Not East Asia.
No. Go away. Okay. No! That's... I have a very particular way I want to do this. Leave me alone.
Oh my god, I found my Kingdom Hearts version.
Apparently,
He's acting so smug about it.
apparently the Steam exclusive Keyblade for Kingdom Hearts 3 has got Lucky Lucky on it.
Oh, they're touchy.
lucky.
Here's my Kingdom Hearts versions of Kondo, Hijikata, and Mikoto.
Not enough belts, I'm sorry.
Belts are out. Plaid is in now. I don't know if you played Kingdom Hearts 3, but Plaid is the way that Nomura has decided to go.
It's just a Square Enix joke, is all.
I know.
Not enough belts. 0 out of 10.
Also, the words listed on there are the names of their Keyblades. So.
Oh, neat.
And you can see they do all have the fucking Dandara pattern.
Dun-dun-dun.
Dandara. Dandara. Dandara is really fun to say.
It sounds very similar to da-da-da. I don't know what that's from, but apparently it's anime for some reason.
Oh, Don Da Don, the new Netflix anime. You enemy of all
What
fairies.
do I have in OCL?
Not the
I have a
way.
lot of art
Enemy
in
of all
OCL.
fairies.
Oh, including different examples of my alien species.
Okay, you 5, mine some stone.
So how dare you?
What do you mean, how dare I?
How dare you, sir?
What are you talking about?
Whatever he wants.
Oh my god, they're all dead.
And then you are gonna go mine some gold.
No.
Now you're just gonna have to suffer looking at my art. Yerabelas.
Go help them.
Oh, she's gonna kill Clown Piece. Rip.
Ripped clown piece.
Did you see that clown piece video that I put into Discord?
Yeah, I
Nope.
did the Tom and Jerry one.
Yes.
He's a goof. I love
Wait,
him.
Midget, did you see the clip I put in the Discord?
I don't know, maybe. What would make you less mad?
It's the one where he fucked up that woman's night.
Yeah, why are you like this?
It was an accident!
Listen, I tried to help a host a weapon. I didn't throw a grenade.
Okay, so we got 5 for down there. Now then.
Pika.
Yeah.
Pika.
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 Pika. Doop.
Waba!
Wham for cut.
Okay, back to the child.
And BRB is gone. Okay.
I made sure. Hiroki.
Cute.
Hiroki. Older Hiroki, I just took one of the beta designs of Yamazaki.
All this now. Don't go British, Marissa.
Oh, what are you gonna do about it?
To put them all together. That's cute. Oh my goodness, I hate this.
Hmm.
This is so stupid. Why do they think this was a good idea?
Okay.
I have to turn the page. I can't look at this anymore.
You're turning into a Bob Seger song there. Turn the page.
Turn the page. Here I am on the road again. God, these frickin' this is so stupid.
Yes.
Wonderful. It almost the Byzantine women are saying Pondo, but I know it's not. It's
Go.
more like Gundo.
Bundle. There's some species designs that I did in the ancient past.
Yay.
Oh, that's a... silly.
Oh, look, there's a relic over there. Cool.
Normal.
So,
That'll be $10.
I have 2 relics on my island.
You got what?
This thing right here.
Oh.
If I have a monk pick it up and put it in, garrison it inside of a monastery, then it'll generate gold. And I have 2 of them on this island.
Yay.
Gold.
Oh, by the way,
Oh.
white chocolate one.
No.
Yeah, I knew it. Woo!
Why are you
What's
excited?
Reverse of what happened last time?
Because
No,
white chocolate.
white chocolate won the last time, as well.
Why does everybody
they
like
have a
white
pretty
chocolate?
elite team
We already
going.
have white chocolate. It's called vanilla.
Let me go find it. We were second.
Okay.
They won
have no
everything
chocolate.
but pro.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they had white had 520 points, dark chocolate had 315 points, and milk has a measly 35.
Fuck you, milk chocolate.
The first time white chocolate won everything. That was before the point system.
Overseas.
Yes, YouTube, I'm still watching.
That sounds like Netflix.
Yeah.
What?
Are you
What
still
does it?
watching?
What are you talking about?
I have way too
Alright.
many OCs, including fucking Utapri OC.
Huh.
I actually have multiple Utapri OCs, don't tell him.
When was the last time I drew Shimu?
Oh, the little.
Shimu, where are you?
He's right there.
Right as you said it, I found him. Found the Shimu.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm just looking at different characters of mine now. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to kill.
Look at the toasty toes.
The toasty toes.
That.
Oops.
There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Girl.
That was so cute.
I drew this last Valentine's Day, and it's still really cute.
Nah.
Okay.
Utapri fan art
Yay!
of Tokia and my OC.
Yay!
It turned out really good. He's super adorable there. They look so happy.
Yippee!
I hate these characters so much.
You say, like a tsundere bitch.
Yeah. They've been like cackling every time they do something abnormal.
You're like, I hate them so much.
Literally. When Marissa makes me laugh so hard, I just say, I hate you. Oh my god.
That's how I feel.
Look at the kid Tetsu.
Yeah.
Kittens.
He's small.
Oh, it's adorable.
He's
I love.
Haruka's page. But
He's
only
running after her. It's
but
like,
only
wait.
Oh, they're partying.
only when Cheezer is the protagonist.
Chizu.
Take me to church.
I
DBZ.
was like a dog that died alive.
What?
Oh,
Nah.
Mister, what'd you say?
Chibizu.
Why?
why not?
Because
Yeah, this is my Uta Priosi. Her name is Anna. Anna-san. She's from America. She gets scouted by Shining. She's a comic artist that draws a comic that she
Oh.
really likes. And then she gets scouted by Shining when she's visiting her homestay family that she stayed with while she was studying art.
Ah.
And Shining scouts her to design clothing for them. And then she ends up dating Togia because I simp for Ichinose Togia pretty hard. Platonically.
Tea.
that makes me wonder, actually.
What makes you wonder?
Oh, something I did in Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. One of the professions that your character's family can have is tailor, and I'm just wondering who I assigned that to.
Toasty Shimo.
And then I have this! Nobody has to wonder who these two are.
Nope.
I'm certain he'll tell us anyway.
Nobody has to wonder who they are.
Nope.
Mhm.
Oh, I gotta erase for the wait. Erase for the toasty.
Oh, okay, there.
One more. Oh.
It's the Toasty.
The toasty. Oh, there's
Toasty.
logo.
Toasty.
Okay.
His poems.
Toasty.
I
and
had
toasty.
dropped something on the floor that I need.
Thank you,
What did
sir.
you drop?
Pick you up, and out for the thing that I absolutely want.
Oh look, it's Hua.
Oh yeah.
I hear some Huas.
The
Wah
stick
wah?
that I normally use for my Switch fell on the floor.
Oh.
Yes, Hua. What's on?
Womp womp.
Mhm.
I love Hua.
She's back yet? No, that's a happy twist ending. Thought Clown Piece was gone forever.
Toasty Shiva's a lemon toasty.
Rest in peace, Clown Piece.
Nah, she just came back. We thought she was gone, but
Oh.
they were throwing the party and they hear the knock at the door and they open it and Clown Piece is there. Happy ending. She's had quite the arc this issue.
Good old Clown Piece.
She had a redemption arc where she went against her hellish masters and helped the good guys, and then her master took her back to hell to punish her, and now she's back without explanation. So
Beans.
Beans.
Let's color the tall beans.
cool beans,
Tall beans.
oh my, cool
Cool
beans. That's
beans?
an archaic
Cool beans.
expression.
Yeah, they are literally called beans.
Oh my goodness.
Tall beans. Ah.
Beans.
It sounds very close to Toby.
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 I'm going to
Toby.
start that I will.
Toby. Yay.
Toby.
Toby is also a poster child for no thoughts, only anxiety.
Oh god, yeah.
Toby.
Whereas opposed to Fuecoco is no thoughts, head empty, along with my derpy Quagsire.
It's Blake. I need to draw more Blake.
No thoughts, only violence is Tinkaton.
Oh god.
I don't think I've uploaded much Blake, actually. I should probably fix
Alright, let's go
that.
ahead and bring you back.
There's my babies. For
Child.
the porn thing that I never wrote, but I probably should have.
The toddler.
Toddler.
It's toddler Hiroki.
Cute.
I don't think I can go on.
You did it.
We
Next
did
time
it.
we'll do the background
Rest
of
of it.
hell.
Background of hell.
Oh look.
But you did it. You made progress.
Yeah. Hey. Oops.
Yay!
I hit the charms on my mic.
Why do you
Ouch.
hit the charms on your mic?
I accidentally hit them.
Corruption.
Well, are they
Corruption
charming?
is playing Fire Red, Leaf Green.
Huh?
Somebody is playing Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. They literally just started. It looks like
Wait, who?
Corruption.
I
Oh.
don't have.
There.
I switch.
It's Fire Red version, and the tag on this is Big Man Blastoise.
I see that.
Oh,
Alright. We can do that.
Okay.
Since you brought it up.
I mean, it's Pokemon, so.
Pokemon.
Da-da-da-da-da. Alright.
moving.
So Thursday will be our normal Thursday thing. However, Friday's gonna be a little different. I have to cover for somebody at work, so there'll
Oh.
be.
Probably
Yeah.
more art then. Oh god,
Okay.
wait. Ooh. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll figure
figure
it
it out throughout the week. Hopefully, I can have off Sunday.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, that's done out of the way. Bringing up. Please drink water.
Have a good day or night.
Try not to die because you didn't drink water. Let's go. Everybody.
Oh, hi, Paul.
Oh!
The
Paul